First of all, I should thank the coordinator, Dr. Suresh, and other faculty members for inviting me to deliver or discuss about IPR. So, because you all represented from various colleges, and to know more about this IPR, because the IPR topic is not a new thing, isn't it? Even 1,000 years before, and people they are thought of protecting very unique creations that we know very well, isn't it? So probably end of my lecture, I hope that you will be intellectually enriched and culturally stimulated. I hope. Okay, and in such a way that I prepared my PPTs. Like I thought you don't know anything about IP. With that objective, with that thing, like I prepared, right? Probably you might have heard about IP, and because you are working in this Institutional Innovation Council, you know very well. But still, anyhow, you have to convey this to your students. That is very important, isn't it? So, what are the issues related to this IP, and how we can start this IP cell in your colleges or universities or your institutions, and how this IP is very important for the academic institutions, right? That is very important. So, why now everybody is talking about this IP in the colleges and universities? So, what is the importance? So, what is the advantages? If we are not going to do, what we are going to lose it? So, all those issues I am going to discuss, right? And whenever you have any doubts, you can just raise and you can ask, no issue, because it's a small group and we can discuss all the things, right? On பண்ணிடலாங்களா? Krishna பேர் போட்டுருப்பேன். Yeah, that 22 down. That. Okay. And also, yeah. So we'll start with this introductory part. Probably you might have heard what is IP, isn't it? So it is very easy, like to follow. Like you can also interact with me. Okay. And it is not like if I am asking anything, don't think that we are not students or all those things. Okay. Just to know about. Okay. So how you know about IP and how you understand about IP, all those things, right? And here, when we are talking about this IP, like there are two words. Probably our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, used to talk more about these things: creativity and innovations, right? And creativity is very important for doing all this your innovative work. Okay. And even last week we attended a biotech startup expo in New Delhi, and the Prime Minister inaugurated that event, and we luckily saw that the Prime Minister is very nearby, and we have also installed some this what is that some expo, like some counter, and from our university, we 4 members we participated, uh, and we have seen many people, like the startup people, they have come, and incubations also, and it was a wonderful experience, and we have interacted with many startup people, and many universities and colleges also they have participated with the help of funding, help of BIRAC. You might have heard about BIRAC in biotechnology, Department of Biotechnology. So there also, what they are saying, that in the company people, they are having a separate startup things. Okay, so they are very particular, and they are expertise, they are doing all those things. But if you are coming to the academic sector, like the incubations, all those things we can start, right? And in the colleges and universities, how we can go for doing these kind of things. Okay, so whenever we are doing any research, like whether it is a postgraduate or a PhD program, people they are doing a lot of good research work, right? But as a academician, what we are doing after that thesis submission, what we will do? People will be publishing that papers in the journals. That's all. After that, they are not at all bothering, isn't it? So we never seen that thesis also, probably after 5 years, 6 years, we never bother about that research outcomes also, isn't it? But that should not be, right? That should not be. Like whatever you do the research through the post-graduation or a PhD program, definitely that thesis outcome will be a very much useful to the society. So whenever you do take any funding resources from the government of India, so they'll be asking like, what is the societal impact of your project? Isn't it? Even if you are doing a PhD work also, so that should be some benefit to the society. Otherwise, there is no use of your doing research, isn't it? So whenever we are come up with some good or a new, we can say like a novel research outcome, that should be protected through IP. Why you have to protect? You can convert it into a product, and that product will come to the society, and society at large, they will be benefited. Okay. So thereby your national economy also will be enhanced. So that is the thing. We have to go for IP protection for your a novel or innovative work. Okay. So that thing, how we can start in our academic institutions. So that is very important. Okay. So what is IPR? Anybody? What is IPR?
Intellectual property right.
Okay. What is intellectual property right?
It has patents, the trademark.
Okay.
Copyrights. The rights to safeguard your novelty, your innovation.
So there are three components in that. Intellectual property rights. What do you mean by intellectual? So there are two things, like intelligence is different from intellectual. Do you agree or not? We all are intelligence. No doubt. Whether we all are intellectuals? Isn't it? Yeah, please, next. So there are three components here. Probably this may be a basic to you people because you all are, what to say, like learned people, okay, process. But still, I'll start with the basics, okay. You might have heard a lot of lectures about IPR and all, but this will be little different, I hope, okay. And there are three components, like intellectual, property and rights. You know, like what is intellectual? So it will come only through the creations of mind, like from the human mind only. Animals cannot think intellectually. Lingla, do you agree or not? Okay. So that is intellectual. Okay. It will come only through the human mind, right? Then property, that we know that the property is two kinds. When we are talking about IPR, that is two kinds. What is that? Tangible and intangible, right? So you know what is tangible and intangible. Okay. What is tangible or intangible? Which one you can feel, that is what is that? What is, how you will feel intangible?
For example, maybe in the form of appreciations.
No, suppose patent. How you will feel that patent? Your IPR is comes under intangible, you are saying, and you are telling that you can feel it. How you can feel?
On the basis of grades.
Okay. So the tangible is, one is physically present. You can touch and you can sense it, isn't it? So that we can say like a tangible property. Intangible, which is not physically present, but it's having a more material value than your tangible property. Clear?
Like formula or solution.
Yeah, whatever, right? So that is, then rights, ultimately if you have these two, you will get a exclusive right. Okay, so that is, next. So intellectual property, please, previous one. So intellectual property, it is a legal instruments awarded to the inventors for a particular period, not to infringe anybody. So this is a very simple thing. Intellectual property is nothing but it is a legal instrument awarded to the inventors that protected their ownership rights. Thereby, we can prevent the frivolous gain by others. So if anybody is doing infringing, we can file the case against them also, and we will get a lot of damages, right? So that is next. And IPR in academic institutions, why it is so important nowadays? This is because of the ranking, isn't it? Because of ranking. See, like NIRF or NAC or area or whatever, everybody is very particular about patent, IPR. How many patents you have registered, how many copyrights registered, and how many trademark, all those things, GA, everything. Okay. So take any, because I am criterion manager for criteria 3 in our university, and I know that how much importance for that. Even in the NIRF also, there are many parameters. And area ranking, I think anybody is involved with the area ranking in your institutions? ATL ranking, institutions of innovation achievements? Yeah, probably you know. Everything is related to IP and entrepreneurship, isn't it? So totally. And so because of this reason only now every institutions they are talking about this IP. Otherwise they will not talk. They will not touch that area. Because before 5 years we never thought of and talking of this IP. Now only it is slowly because of pressure, isn't it? So we are talking about this IP and all, right? So and also of course this UGC and the AICT they have started to talk about this IP, and they are sending a lot of circulars to initiate the IP activities in your college and universities, right? Okay, next. So that is why now IPR is very important in academic institutions. And if you are seeing that in the world economy, you know, like, because I told you that the creativity and the innovative, without these two words, you know, it is very difficult to discuss about IP, right? And that is the slogan also for our national IP policy. When it established our national IP policy, which year? Whether you have seen the national IP policy? No. It established in the year 2016, right? So that time only they have coined these two words, that is Creative India and Innovative India. That is the slogan for our national IP policy, okay? So with many stakeholders, they have started and they have discussed and they have framed a very good national IP policy. Whenever, if you want to establish an IP policy of your institutions, you have to align with that national IP policy also, okay? And in your institute, you have an IP cell. What about others? You have IP cell in your institutes? Because that is must now, that is my mandatory also for NAC and yeah, IIC, everything. Yeah. So whenever we are doing for this IP cell, establishing this IP cell, then we have to know about this IP policy, and you can also formulate your own institutional IP policy also. Okay, right. And here the world economy, you know, like when you are going to practice your IP in your institutions, definitely you will get a lot of benefits. That I will come later. Okay, and generally the world economy, if you are taking some 100 years before, so people they are thought of giving a lot of emphasis on this agricultural economy. The white revolution, all revolutions came in a green revolution, everything. Okay, and this mainly that agricultural economy, you know, like people will be talking about this land and labor. This is very much involved, right? Then slowly shifted to industrial economy. Industrial revolution came. Okay, then people they were talking about this capital, machinery, management, all those things, right? Now, but the current scenario, the world is totally occupied by the knowledge economy. Okay, knowledge economy. What is knowledge economy? It's nothing but the innovations, creating IP and protecting IP, right? So this is that knowledge economy, because now we are sitting in the era of knowledge economy. So we have to think creatively. We have to do some innovative things. Okay? So that is very important. So that is why now the knowledge economy is very much appreciated and very much people they were talking about all those things. Right? Okay, next. So that is why I told you that the creativity and innovations is very important. So whenever we are taking classes or for our students, okay, in our college or universities, we should inculcate our students with this kind of activities. So they should know what is creativity and what is innovations, what is innovative, how they can enhance their creativity and innovative ideas in their mind. So that is very important. Then only you will get a lot of IP you can protect, you can file, and you can, like in the startups, all those things will come. Without knowing all these things, suddenly you cannot ask your student come up with some new product or new ideas, all those things. Okay, so this is our duty as a mentor, isn't it? Like we have to inculcate our students to know about how to think creatively and all those things. Okay, so that is very important. Next, and the creativity should go hands in hands with innovations. Without that, you cannot come up with any new product and all those things, isn't it? So innovation is very, very important. Okay. So you can see here some example, few example. I will show you some innovative ideas. What you are seeing here, butter stick. You know how it is difficult to spread the butter, இல்லையா? Like you will be taking with a spoon or a fork or doing all those things, then it will be sticky in your hand, isn't it? You see here, this is a very easy. You can keep it in your packet, isn't it? And whenever you need, you can just spread it and just like your glue stick. இல்லையா sir? So it is very easy. So this is an innovative idea. Probably innovative ideas, you know, like suppose if you have some problems or any issues, then you can just give a solution for that issues with some technological innovations, technological solutions. Okay, so that we will call it as a technological innovations. Suppose if in the mic, this is one mic, it's having some 5 features. Suppose if I am changing that color and changing the shape, can I go for a patent, new patent? The same features, it is this much length, I reduce the length or change the color with the same features. Why?
Definitely we can use
Huh?
design purpose we can go.
No, I am talking about patent.
Patent is later.
How?
Because the size itself is changed, sir.
That is innovation? That is invention?
Actually it is of, what to say, small in size there, we can carry it very easily also.
That means there is no novel. Patent means what?
Innovation should be there.
Invention.
Invention should be there.
Sir was talking about change in color.
Yeah, change in color and
Yes,
no,
change.
color and shape, all those things. But features the same. Suppose here 5 features are there. So we cannot, right? So that is the thing that if you suppose I want to make a new mic, okay, if I am adding any features, you know, then it is possible. Without adding any new features or without giving any technological solutions, suppose it's having some issues. So for that, if I am giving some solution, then it is possible. Otherwise, you cannot go, right?
Like giving a handle so that it will not fall. So that can be invention.
Yeah, maybe. Like, that kind of, just an example I am telling, okay? So that kind of innovations, like the technological,
Upgradation.
upgradation if you are giving, then it is possible, right?
Can we reduce the size?
That is not a technology. What is the use?
It will be more compact as compared to other things.
No. That will not come under the invention.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Laptop, they go with changes in the software features and all sometimes. That can be patented, sir. Actually, it is happening very
As such, laptop they will not go, and inside one laptop, they might have hundreds of patented products will be there. Suppose your mobile, like each and everything is like a patented one. They will be just assembling. So like that.
So once it is patented, any changes that they bring also it can be patented.
Yeah, possible. If you are giving some technological innovations or improvisation, then it is possible.
So only technological improvisation.
Yeah, definitely. Changing color, shape, and all those things, they will not give patent for that, the same product.
We can develop the market, it is a sellable.
Okay.
Do the patent.
Next. And this is also an example for innovations. Nowadays, we should not use this kind of bottles, plastic bottles. So as such, you can just swallow it. Easily it is digestible. Water droplets. So it is possible. It is available also. Right? Next. And the inventions will come. Like if you have any problems, I told you, like some solutions we'll get. Ningal participants, Sama? Illaya? Okay. Right. So you see here, next. So the village in rural areas, people will carry for drinking water, they have to walk for kilometers, isn't it? So for this, somebody has invented some new ideas, innovative ideas. How to carry ladies வந்து எப்படி தண்ணியை வந்து ஈஸியாக கேரி பண்ண முடியும். என்ன ஐடியா வந்திருக்கலாம்? Can you just guess? Very good. Same thing. Next. See here. It is very easy to drag. ஒரு container and pointer இல்லையாமா? You don't have pointer? இருந்தால் எடுத்து வாங்க சார். மைக்கு வேறு பிடிச்சிட்டு கை வலிக்குது. Okay. And சார் இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது பேசும்போது காமிச்சிடாதீங்க. இல்லையா? Okay. And you can see here, this is very innovative ideas, right? And you can keep that water in that container and you can just pour it. This is an innovative idea. Just I am giving the example for this thing. Next.
They can keep the pot inside. Sir,
No,
this
is a container. The wheel.
That itself is a container.
Yeah, itself
The outer
container.
rim alone will move.
Yeah.
The middle part will
And you see here, this is the lot of food processing technologies. Many innovative ideas has come. To make vada in our home, it will take 3 hours preparations. Leah, to make the tasty vada. Isn't it? But now it is very easy and it is a ready to eat food technologies. And you can just squeeze the vada batter in the oil frying pan. Within 2 minutes you will get a good vada. Tasty vada. Prepared by you,
mean to
better
say
than
that we
better than you. Definitely.
shape also will be correct.
And you can compare also, madam.
Right.
You can also prepare and you can also
Right.
take this one and both you can serve to your children. They will say which one is good, right? So this is that the food processing technologies, they have come up with many innovative ideas. Probably you might have heard in the DFRL and the CFTRI in Mysore. One is CSIR institution and another one is DRDO institution. That is Defense Food Research Laboratory and CFTRI, Central Food Technological Research Institute, comes under CSIR. So both they have prepared more than 100 200 technologies and everything is related to this ready to eat food technologies. Probably the mall ella paathirpeenga like the MTR masala and so many things, not masala, like a ready to eat food. So if you are seeing that box, it will be written technology developed by DFRL or CFTR. Anybody has observed? No. You never seen that food that developed the technology, all those things, isn't it? Like within 1 minute or 2 minutes you can get a good biryani also, chicken biryani, chicken kebab, all those things. Just put it in the hot water, take it out, you will get a tasty biryani. If you want to prepare biryani, it will take 1 hour, 2 hours. But here within 2-3 minutes you will get a good taste, right? So that is the innovative ideas happening in the food sector, food processing sector. Next. Okay. And also the invention, it's not for inventions we should have some PhD degree. Invent pannanumna we should have some PhD degree or MSc degree. Not needed, isn't it? So anybody can invent. So only we should have innovative idea. That innovative idea will come from any people also. Even you might have heard in Coimbatore, Mr. Muruganandam, he received an Padma Shri award from Coimbatore. Anybody heard? Inge, the so-called intellectual people. Any idea? My dear? தெரியாதா சார்? என்ன சார் அவரை பற்றி படம்லாம் வந்தது? பேட்மேன் சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு படம். Akshay Kumar, I think acted. So, Government of India recognized his contribution and conferred with the Padma Shri. He is a school dropout, I think. He was working in a company. Yeah, he is from Kuniyamuthur, nearby. So he developed this low-cost sanitary napkin. For that contribution, Government of India recognized. So you see here, this is an invention, a paper clip. They are using this paper clip. But you see, it's a very simple one, but it's a powerful one. Why? Before this invention, nobody knows how to keep the paper together. We'll make it a hole and tie it, we'll destroy the papers. But after this invention, it's very simple to keep the papers together. So this is an innovative idea and inventions, all those things, right? After that, 400 paper clip patents has come and worth of this much. It's very simple, powerful. Next. What is this? Pen with scented coating. It is a promotional device, okay, and you will be surprising that when you are removing the pen, suppose you are sitting and listening the lecture, if you have some headache, what you will do? Suresh sir will not allow go outside. After my lecture only you will get a coffee. So in between, if you are getting a headache, what you will do? No other way, you have to sit, isn't it? But this pen, if you have this pen, you can just start right. The coffee aroma will come. Okay? The coffee aroma will come. Then your headache will be gone. So this is a promotional device. Next. You see, no, that's previous one. So that pen, grip, like that incorporated into the pen barrel, right? And a barrel with the scent coating is useful as a promotional device. You will get a coffee aroma, and if you want any other aroma, tea aroma or any other things, that you can add. Whatever aroma you want, you can add it. Okay? So this is a patented one, right? Next. What is this? Probably the strength also, ladies, is more here. And you can tell now. What is the innovation behind this? And what is this? And she got, she's the CEO of that company, okay, and Dr. Raina Gawande gets this GS Trendsetter Award for her innovation. This is a lipstick, right? And the lipstick, what innovative idea she might have put?
Long lasting. Long lasting.
Long lasting.
So I thought chemical.
Little bit your organic flavor. Okay, good. You have good innovative thinking, right? So what she did, generally, like in North India, I think you might have heard, you are from Mumbai, but yeah, probably how many times they will be using this lipstick in a day? People, generally. Now, you are not using, but I am asking.
8 to 10 times.
Yeah, see, more than 10 times. More than 10 times. I was there in 8 years in Delhi and Meghalaya and all. I know like how many times people will use. In Meghalaya and all, the Shillong, the Kasi people, always it will be red. Even if they are sleeping also it will be red. Okay. So that means they are using more, like more than 15 times. So that 15 times if they are using it,
what will happen, like all these lipsticks, like it will go through our saliva inside. So after applying, what they will do? They will be touching all those things. So it will automatically go inside. So what she did with that objective, so she developed some nutraceutical type of like vitamins and iron, all those things she inside that lipstick. So when the pregnancy women, like that time, the pregnancy period, there will be a lack of iron content and all those things. So whenever they are going, sitting or somewhere, like they will be using, and through their saliva it will go inside, and she getting sufficient amount of this iron content. So she proved it. This is a nutraceutical company located in Ahmedabad. Okay. And because of that contribution, and she proved it also through research, and she got this award. So this is an innovative award. Are you agree or not?
Yes.
Okay. It's not a mere lipstick, right? Okay. Next. So this is that innovation side. The Marila innovations on the number we have to children, student, the Marila innovative ideas we can develop. ஸ்பேஸ் இல்லைன்னா சேட்டலைட் பண்ணுறவங்க நாசாவில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறவங்க தான் பேட்டன்ட் பண்ண முடியுங்கிறதுலாம் கிடையாது. ஸோ சிம்பிள் தட் த ஐடியா மே பி வெரி சிம்பிள் ஒன். இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு அது யூஸ் ஆகாது. பட் ஆஃப்டர் சம்டைம்ஸ் லைக் தட் வில் பி வெரி பவர்ஃபுல் innovative ideas. So whatever the innovative ideas the students they are telling, you should document it properly. Encourage the people. But in India, like encouragement will not be there. Our innovative is isn't it? So this is the people. Oh, sorry, because you could not understand. Yeah, very good, man. That is good. And this is the another one invention. What is this? Rubik's cube. Rubik cube. You see here the small Rubik cubes. It's having like all the IPRs. It is a patented one, it's a copyright, they have registered trademark, all those things for this cube. Do you know? Because they are getting for 10 rupees, 20 rupees, so we don't know the value of this cube. Right? All the IPRs is related to this cube. Next. See, the cube, it was invented in the year 1974 by Professor of Architecture. Rubik, his name is Rubik, okay, and Rubik was granted US patent the year 1983, right, and the patent was expired in the year 2000. Adukapram we are getting for 20 rupees, otherwise it would have costed 1000 also, who knows, isn't it? So that is why we don't know the value of that product also. Now we are getting very 20 rupees in the streets, isn't it, roadside. So, and the Rubik's brand will also hold the registered trademarks also. The small one product is having a different IPs, right? Okay, next. So that is why the field of invention can take place in any field, not only satellite, missiles, okay, it can like all the field. Even the safety pin, it's a patented one, but it's having a lot of utility. Do you agree? Next. And anybody knows about these fellows? Who is these two guys? Any idea? The best example for this innovations. Innovative, what is that? Anybody? So these two guys, they were studying commerce and maths, BCom commerce and BSc maths in St. Xavier's College at Calcutta. Okay, so one is Vinod Komegi and the other one is Sagar Daryan. Okay, so this fellow is very expert in, the first guy is expert in marketing, but he don't know accounting. He is failing all the accounts, all those things. Study is very poor. And this fellow, another fellow is Max, He's also is failing in the math subject, all those things, and he's specialized in cooking. Okay, so both they were discussing what to do because they are from a very average family. They don't have sufficient money also to study to complete the course, and they were started like marketing and I know cooking. So they thought to make a what is that? Next. They started momos. You never heard this momo? Now it is in the Coimbatore also. In Nehru Stadium, it is there, outlet, right? And they were started slowly, and they will prepare momo, okay? And they will kept in the Spencer Plaza and all, and they will keep it in one corner because they don't have money to keep an outlet also. They will keep it and they will come, and people they will go and they will pick it and they will taste, right? They started with some 30,000 rupees first, right? And they started and slowly they have added so many flavors. First they started with vegetarian, then slowly the non-vegetarian also they added. Now they started first like this, just to put a banner and a small stall, and they are paying some 10% of that share and all those things to the mall. Then slowly they have entered inside the mall. Okay, and now see over 50 outlets in 5 cities, even now in Delhi, right? Next, and they have added many flavors also. Do you think that how much their turnover now at present? More than 1,000 crores. More than 1,000 crores. So this is the innovative idea. So this kind of that innovative idea should come to in our students, like in the mind. Okay, so we can just tell them how these people they have started and now where they are. See? No, not a patented one, but probably that word they might have trademark. They have might have recipe and copyrighted. For recipe you can get a copyright, and for the word go, yeah, for that all. You can go for a trade. Okay. Next. And now 350 outlets, 17 cities, and their turnover is more than 1,000 crores. So this is a best example for innovations, innovative ideas. Yes, sir.
You said that they might go for patent for the word word.
Not patent.
It's copyright.
Trademark.
But there is one problem with this word called bourbon. Bourbon biscuits. Bourbon is an Italian word, which means it's sandwich, a biscuit like a sandwich. So all 3 companies who are in the FMCG sector who are selling biscuits, they have this bourbon biscuit. But all the 3 companies are using the same. In that case, how can I go for it? If anybody else is going to use WOW towards their name,
They cannot go. If they are
but
registered.
WOW is a common term.
No, I don't know whether they have got a trademark or not. I don't know.
No, it's just a doubt to clarify.
Yeah, I am just telling that they can go for trademark, right? If they want to establish that name and all those things, right? I don't know whether they have trademark one or not. But if probably they might have trademark this one. Otherwise, many franchise they are giving to everybody. So franchise they are giving means probably it might have registered a trademark. So anybody can use this.
So even common terms can be paid.
Common name that they cannot go. There are many examples for that in the trademark. I didn't bring that slides also. And common names they cannot go. Even some product itself that trademark names. Many examples are there. Like you see the Xerox. Xerox and another one also is there. This kind of things.
Also, sir, it will be the way it is written.
Yeah.
The style it is written.
Yeah, style is written. That also we can go for trademark. Even the stylish of that letters, that also we can do. Next. I don't know about that Bourbon.
So Bourbon,
That case,
I
I'll look into that.
handle operations.
Okay.
For NTT. So in that one example they have used.
No, whether the three companies they are
All
using.
the ITC, the Sun, that is your
Sunfeast.
No sir, it is Britannia and the other one Parley. All the three companies have the same name called Robo, but in different flavors with different colors.
Whether the letters are same.
Letters, it is different.
Then that is okay.
But Bourbon is a common term in India.
No, Bourbon letters. If probably they might have removed one A or something O or
No,
So it can be,
same spelling.
I think it can be used until and unless the proprietors don't abuse. So the person, if
No,
I have
once
the
if it is a
copyright,
trademark, nobody can use. If they are not trademarked it, anybody can use.
anybody can use.
That is the symbol.
Actually, Britannia they went for trademark and it was denied because they have claimed it as a common term.
Okay. Maybe, right? And here you see here there are two types of entrepreneurial ventures also, right? You might have heard about this MSME and IDE also. What is that?
MSME is a small business.
Yeah, micro, small and medium enterprises, and another one is idea-driven enterprise. What is the main difference between these two? Can you give some example for this? Which one is good? Which one is very, like you see, MSME is a traditional one, right? And also the scalable and linearly, and less technological driven. Yeah, less technological driven and does not attract investors. But IDE is different one. You see, like IDE, it is a what is
Prototype.
it? Innovative. It is an innovative one and scalable exponentially, right? And also a very technological. Probably they might have used some technological innovations there. Okay, and it attracts the investors. Can you give any example for this?
MSME is product based,
Ah,
purely product based. This is knowledge based and
exactly. It is a product based and another one is a knowledge based. Okay, come, I will show you the example. Now you will understand.
but both can combine also.
See,
If you need to promote your
say
product, you can
the
take
travels
out
you
the
see, like travels is the MSME, right? Now you can easily understand. This is the app, that is a red bus. Okay, here in one place and you will get all the travel details and you can, wherever you go and you can get all those things. Okay, so this is idea driven entrepreneurial ventures and this is MSME. Now you understood?
Yes.
Okay, right, next. And also you see that the best youngsters startups in India. These fellows, they, the Paytm and Flipkart, Snapdeal, Ola, all those things. See the ages. And also, they are also a different field also. A teacher only developed, I think, in the next it will come. Next. See here. Success steps to startups. India's leading startups. These all are the companies. Okay, this is an innovative idea. And like all those things, like teacher, the profession will be different one. Okay, and they have started all those things. Slide in the I will show you. Next. I forgot to bring it. Like a Paytm developed by one engineer, I think. And the Snapdeal is by the Alibaba, just like our Flipkart and Amazon. No? So that is the one teacher developed, that Alibaba, that website. So this is the thing, that the innovative ideas will come from anywhere. Okay, so this is just an introductory part about like how to create innovative ideas among the students and what are the things that we should tell to the students. Okay, okay. Now we will come to the idea. Sir, time is any time?
No, sir, 12.
How much time I can take?
Another half an hour.
Okay, I will try to finish quickly. So now we will come to that. Suppose if you have an invention, what you have to do? உங்கள்ட்ட ஒரு இன்வென்ஷன் இருக்குது, then that invention எப்படி வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணணும்னா what you have to do? First two things. If you have an invention, you have to tell others. Then only people will come to know what is the invention you are having. Isn't it? So there are two things that one is plus next. You have to publish it or otherwise you have to approach the patent office. Why you have to publish? Next. then only the people come to know what is the inventions you have. Okay, so but before you have to take a caution that before publishing you have to file the patent. Otherwise your invention will be disclosed. First you file the patent, then you publish it. Right? Next, and even the patent journal in Indian Patent Office, they are also running a journal and they will publish it also. But if you want to publish it in the scientific journals also, first file the patent in the patent office, then you go for publishing the papers, right? Okay. Next. So what is the importance? I told you that what is the importance of that IPR for academic sector, because you know that all the colleges and universities, they will have some research fund, R&D fund. Okay. So through that R&D fund, they will develop some technologies. Okay. Technologies and techniques. Okay. So that technologies will come to the industries, because we are not competent authorities to make that technology into a product. So then we have to tie up with the industries for the commercialization of your research results, right? Then through that many new products will come. Okay, that products will go to the society. So society, they will get benefited. So through that we will also get some monetary benefit. We can generate our resources also. Okay, through royalty or licensing fee. Please, madam.
Sir, actually, when we are going to submit our idea in patent office, whether we know that already it is there or not? Or somebody who have
That we have to do this prior art search.
Check.
Prior art search we have to do. So that is very important.
Validation.
answers are the
Validating
questions.
of it.
Without our knowledge, we are going to submit it to the office.
No, without your knowledge,
That is already it is there or not, we don't know about that.
no. Before filing, you have to do that thing first. Otherwise, you cannot say that this is an invention. Before filing, first you have to go and search completely. So there are many websites are available, Google Patents and many paid patents. All the website is there, software is there. Then you have to just like your research only. So whenever we are going for take any research like problem, first what you will do, any kind of other research whether they might have done or all those things, we have to search and we have to refer many literatures. The same research you cannot do. So the same thing here also applicable in patent also. First you have to clearly search the prior art search, and then only you can say that your product or your idea is a unique one. Otherwise you cannot say that this is an invention. Invention means what? It should not existed in layer. So first kind of thing that you should have. So then only we can say invention. So first you have to go for prior art search, then only you can come to know that this is an invention. Okay. So this is a cyclic process. If anybody is practicing these things in college or universities, they can generate their own money for doing the R&D activities. This is a cyclic process. Okay. So that is why now all the colleges and universities, they are very particular about doing this IP in their research domain, right? So this is the main importance. Otherwise, we can motivate. We can generate our own money because nowadays we are getting very less amount extramural fund. It's very difficult to get a project also. So in this case, if you are practicing, then you will get you can generate a lot of money. That money you can use it for your R&D purpose. Next, we can go a little fast. How can you protect the intellectual property? I think you know, like patent. Next. Patent, copyright, trademark, GI, all those things. Okay. So now slowly, quickly we can see that what is involved in that. Next. And other types of IPRs like the traditional knowledge and plant varieties, protection and the Farmers Act, all those things. Next. So now we come to that patent. Patent means, like, suppose if you want to file a patent, you have to ask questions yourself. Whether it satisfies 3 criteria. What is that 3 criteria for doing patent? One is novelty and another one is inventive step. Then the commercial applicable, like whether it is having any commercial value. So these 3 are the criteria. Okay, so you have to satisfy these 3 criteria. Okay, so once if you have all those things, then you can prepare a techno-legal document. Then that document you can submit to the patent office. Patent office will give the exclusive right to the inventor. Then you can use it for a particular period. That is patent for 20 years they are giving, right? And that 20 years you can enjoy your monopoly right. You can transfer your technology to many enterprises, right? So this is the patent, okay? And patent is the exclusive monopoly rights granted to the applicant by the government under the provisions of the patent laws. Okay. So this is about the patent law, right? Next. And one product also is having a different IPs. I already told you, and you can see a small cooker next to. One cooker is having a different IPs. Okay, like in the patent for every individual improved mechanism, I told you the technology improvisation, they will get a design for the outer shape and this configuration. We can go for a design registration, then trademark, the name or logo they will get, and the copyright for the instructions, the booklet or anything. Okay, next. So why should I obtain the patent? The questions will come to in your mind. Okay, so what is the use? So the main thing is that you can disseminate research to the society's benefit. That is the prime, right? Then level the playing field and stimulate the market also, the competitiveness, right? Then they increase the value of an institution that we have seen in the first slide, the ranking, all those things. Okay, they generate revenue for the institution, generate revenue for the institution also, and generate revenue for the inventor. Of course, the inventor also will get the share. So that is why I told you that institutional policy, IP policy, that they will clearly mention that how much the institution will get and the inventor will. Okay. So in our university, 70% will go to the inventor and 25% will go to the institute. So like that, each institute they will be having their IP policy. So that is the reason that we should go for applying patents. Next. The advantages, if we are seeing that, avoid sub-duplication of research. That's what Madam was asked. Okay, so how to find out? Okay, so when we are going for doing any patent, you know, like definitely there is no wording of like duplication or plagiarism, nothing. Because this is the first kind of things that we are going to have. Okay, and it keeps abreast with the latest development in different fields of technology also. So once if you are going for this kind of patents, okay, and helps industry to improve the existing technology to produce cheaper or better. So suppose one product is having some defect or something, some issues, then you can give a solution to that product. You can improvise, okay, and the product will get like value added to that product also. Then it serves as an indicator of achievements in R&D institutions, that the ranking and all those things will come. So this is the main advantages. Okay, I think you can skip this one. The next is a trademark. So why trademark is important? Sir.
To protect the logos and slogans.
Because you know, like the companies, they are spending a lot of money and a lot of time to create this trademark. What is the reason?
They are branding.
They are branding it, isn't it? They are branding it, and the customer's satisfaction, you know, like they will be liking if it is a very unique or like that, isn't it? So there are many reasons involved with that trademark. Next. So and easily it will be attracted by the people. Okay. And you are seeing here, immediately you will know that what is that product. What is the trademark? What is first one? Next. Fender. Yeah, exactly. Nobody will tell. You are from Madurai, sir? So because that company is there in Madurai. Fender. It is a rubber. That one. Okay. So that is that Fender, and another one is that, yeah, this is the example for that. Okay, easily we can recognize that with that logo. Next. And you see, even the companies, they are changing, like in the banking sector and all. Why they are changing it? See here, Canara Bank previously it was like this. When I was studying BSc, it was like this only. Recently they have changed like this. What is the reason?
Maybe
Sir?
this was resembling to some other logo.
This is just very simple that they are, it should be like a stylish one. So because of that evolution, no, like people will not like. Yeah. Now nobody is wearing for sari, nobody is liking, isn't it? This is the thing, the convenient and stylish, all those things.
Sir, how often they can change, sir?
Anytime they can change. That's not age.
1 month or a month.
No problem.
Trademark is payable.
Pardon?
Is it payable?
Yeah, it is. Some fees are there. Official fees are there. So now they have reduced also, like they slashed for the academic institutes. Previously the patent fees, like we are paying around 44,500 before 2021 October. Before 2021 October. But after that, they have given a special discount for academic institutions. Theriyuma theriyada? 80% of the amount they have reduced for official fee. Now we are paying only 8,900 rupees to file the patent. That's all.
If it is through institute.
Through institute. No, but for both individual also as well as the institution also. Previously, individual means it is less. Institution means you have to pay more than 44,000.
For Indian patent.
Yeah, Indian patent only. First you have to file the Indian patent. Then only you can go for any abroad patents. First you have to file an Indian patent. Then you have to get a NOC. Then you can go for foreign patents. Like through PCT you can go, or if you want to do a US patent separately or a Japan patent separately, you have to. First we have to file the patent in India because you are from citizen of India. Then you have to file the patent in Indian Patent Office. Then within 12 months you have to, if you want, you can file a patent for abroad patents also. Right? Okay. And you see the Coca-Cola, how it is evolved. 1886 now the younger generations, okay. So this is the thing. That is the main reason that next, the India Post also they have changed. I don't know what is the reason. They changed their logo also. Okay, next. See this man. Probably you might have heard about this man, Salt Bay. They trademarked their motion of that seasoning of meat. How to cut the meat and sprinkling the salt. You can see, yeah, that motion they have trademarked. It's a very stylish man. Chef. He is a Turkish restaurant, like it's a chief chef. And his name, I think I have written, Nashra, his name, okay. And this fellow, you can see in the YouTube, a lot of things will come. How they cut the meat and sprinkle the salt. The salt will come like this, and it will go. Okay. And that motions they have trademark. Okay. Next. And these are some few examples. Like I told you that top 10 food processing companies with the trademark, like all the companies. Okay. Their logos and all those things. Okay. Next. It's having a meaning if you are asking. Yes. Isn't it? Some trademarks, they are having a meaning also, very well. The next. Sir, next. Families. What is the ILI? It is a stylish one also and transformed to show a simplified and stylish from a 3. Okay, now 2. Now 2 only. Okay. And service marks. The term service marks means like any word to identify a distinguished services, then we'll call it as a service marks. Like the best example, like this IRCTC and Wipro and all those. They are software providers, okay. And IRCTC, they are not going to get any things, okay. And we are utilizing their service, okay. So that also they will give a separate service marks. Okay. So here also criteria is there to do that trademark. What are the 3 criteria? Like patent, what are the 3 criteria I told you? 3 criteria I told you.
Last line is industrialization.
And process, yeah. The student no, madam.
Last one was industrialization.
Yeah. Novelty, inventive step, industrial application. So like here also 3 criteria you have to meet out. What is that? Non-descriptive, non-generic and not identical. I think you know the meaning of that. Example also I have given here. Right? Apple for computer is non-generic, non-descriptive, isn't it? And non-generic, Avian for supermarket is a non-generic and Stop Shop for supermarket is a generic. So you will get only for non-generic and not descriptive and not identical. That you know very well. What is not identical? sunlight, so they will change the letters. Okay, for that they will not give. Okay, and this is the criteria for trademark registration. Next, and there are different forms of trademark also, like the word, logo, packaging of goods, sound mark, smell mark, and shape of goods, all those things. Okay, and this is the different forms. Next, and benefits, if you are seeing that it's a nationwide protection from the date of application when you are registering, then it's exclude others from using the mark or its varieties also. So for that only we are registering this trademark. Then stop infringing goods at the law. If anybody is infringing, then you will get a lot of damages. If you suppose if you are registered, if anybody is infringing, then you can file the case against them, then you will get a lot of damages. Suppose you might have spent only 2 lakhs. If anybody is infringing, then if you are filing, then you will get a 20 lakhs also. Okay, that is it. So, and very strict the acts are there, IP for each and like patent act, design, copyright, everything is there, and it's very strict nowadays. Even in academic institutes, we knowingly or unknowingly we are doing a lot of wrong things, I can say, like in the biological sciences, like we are getting resources from biodiversity and we are patenting, but we are not revealing that from where you have got or any traditional people knowledge is involved, all those things. So now the National Biodiversity Authority of India is there. Anybody from biological sciences? Yeah, okay. National Biodiversity India being on the headquarters is located where? NBM National Biodiversity Authority. So that one headquarters is located in Tamil Nadu. Okay. If you are asking anybody, immediately they will tell Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, like that. Headquarters means. So the NBA is National Biodiversity Authority of India. Headquarters is located in Chennai. So we have to submit the form 3. Then we have to get an agreement, permission. Then only your patent will be granted. Otherwise, without the clearance you are getting from NBA, your patent will not be granted for the biological resources if you are used for your invention. That's it. Okay. And this is that. Next, industrial design, the same thing, like the exterior, the design structures, the ornamental or aesthetic aspect of that product, we can go for design registration. And not for the functional aspect. If you are going for a functional aspect, then you can go for a patent. Next. So this is some example like 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional designs. Next.
So within terms, how long they can have this design if they are going for? How long it is
Time is there, then you can renew it also. 10 years they will give. Time means what?
So on the period, how well
period.
it is protected.
Yeah, that's what. Patent means 20 years, the date of application. Suppose today you filed a patent, 2022. Your patent is granted in 2025. Okay, so your patent, that period will start from the filing of the date.
For trademarks, sir?
I will tell you. Last slide I will show you. Okay. Trademark also 10 years. Then you can renew it also. You have to pay the renewal fee. Then you can renew it. And here, what can be registered as a design? This the main thing is that it should be a original one, right? That's novel. Okay. Then they're not published, previously published also. And these are the criteria for that. It should not like copied like one design to another design also like that. So next. Then the copyright you know very well. I will tell you the important thing. That's all. Otherwise you know very well how to do the copyright and all. Copyright எப்படி பண்றது தெரியுங்களா? Any idea? Suppose if you are writing a book, who will get a copyright? You will get a copyright or a publisher will get it?
The first owner who's writing.
First owner you.
Then
But if you are writing a book, they will not give copyright to you. The publishers only they will get. But it is not mandatory, sir. We can also argue with the publishers that the copyright is with the authors also. But we are not taking risk now. நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோம்னா book publish ஆகி வந்தா சரி அப்படினு நினைப்போம். And the agreement போடும்போது we can negotiate with the publishers that copyright should be with the authors. But we are not, but they are also not accepting. அதனால தான் நம்ம வந்து அதை பெருசா எடுத்துக்கிறது இல்லை. We are leaving it. Okay.
argument
copyright with authors. But you have to pay more money. But who is ready to pay? Okay. And copyright, here they are giving for the original contribution only they are giving. Okay. Cut and paste, plagiarism work, then you will be caught. Right? And you have to send through online you can get a copyright. Okay. And in Delhi that office is the copyright office, and only 500 rupees you have to pay for books and all those things. But if any video is concerned, then 5,000 you have to pay through online, and within 3 months you will get that 2 months also you will get that registered copyright will come, and with their seal everything they will. We have to upload all the soft copies only. So copyright you will get very quickly. Next. And here there are two things. It should be a original one, but expression of thoughts only they are giving, not for the ideas, the copyright. Next. And these are the 6 criteria that under these 6 criteria you can go for copyright. And the section 13, copyright is section 13. Right? Literary, including software, dramatic, sound recording, artistic, musical, and cinematography.
So sculpture or others?
Sculpture copyright we can do.
We can do.
Yeah, it will come in the artistic it will come, right? Sculpture or story இருக்குங்க. I think probably the copyright படிச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும். Like one fellow, Amarnath, some 20 years before, he only designed that sculpture in Delhi, like Vigyan Bhavan, you know, in Delhi, Vigyan Bhavan. அதில் வந்து ஒரு sculpture வந்து அவர் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தாரு. Then after some times, that sculpture like broken, and they kept it in some other places, and they totally that structure was damaged. Okay, so this man, he claimed that because we know that copyright means only the money is involved, இல்லையா, monetary benefit மட்டும்தான் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவோம். But there are 2 rights in copyright. Come next. You see, இதை சொல்றதுக்கு தான் வந்த மேடம் கரெக்டாக பிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. There are 2 rights in copyrights. One is economic rights that we know very well. If you are writing a book, publisher will pay money. Okay. And another one is moral rights. இது யாருக்கும் தெரியாது. So these moral rights is to preserve the personal link between himself and the world. சரியா? Suppose if you are writing a book, after some 5 years, the publishers adding something into that book without your consent, whether it is allowed, so thereby your quality of that book is deteriorating, then that time you can claim your moral rights. சரிங்களா? You can claim your moral rights, then you will get a lot of damages. Damages in the sense you will get a money. சரிங்களா? The word coined on the term. So that is the thing, that in copyright there are 2 rights. One is economic rights and another one is moral rights. The sculpture madam சொன்னது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த அமர்நாத் ஒரு ஸ்டோரி சொன்னேன் இல்லையா. So he claimed against the government of India, but government of India they paid money to this fellow to develop that moral. Okay, but still he claimed with these moral rights, and finally the court has given verdict. Government of India paid money to that fellow again, compensation, without his knowledge, that totally damaged, and it was kept it somewhere and all those things. You can just Google it, you will get Amarnath copyright issues, sculpture like that, put things and the story will come. Next, these are the logos, like the copyright means C, and registered trademark means in circle that R will be there. The TM they will put, that is in the pipeline. They may go apply it for trademark. Okay, unregistered thing that will be there. Next. This is a trade secret. Next, this one, this is a Coca-Cola. This is the best kept secret till date. Only the 2 company CEOs only knows what is inside that he created. Otherwise, we have many plant in our Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, all those things. But they will just mixing only. They will give the ratio, that's all. But what is the ingredients, how much, all those things only the company CEOs only knows. That is why it is a secret. And how to got this trade secret? Restricting the number of people having access to the secret information, then signing confidentiality agreements with the business partners. Okay, so these all those things we have to take care. Next, and another one is a geographical indication, GI. It is also very important, and you can also tell your students to get information about the unique product from the locality, the region. Okay, so it is a territorial one. If any product comes from that particular place, is having a special a quality or the characteristics that can be registered as a GI. Like many products, in more than 40 products already registered in Tamil Nadu. Okay, and recently they have given the GI tag for Kovilpeti Kadal Mittai. Okay, recently. And before that, in 2019, the garlic, that garlic is from Kodaikanal. One place is that the hilly region in Tamil Nadu, Kodaikanal. There, the garlic they are cultivating, and that garlic is having a special characteristics like therapeutic value as well as the nutritional value. I'll show you. Next.
So, sir, who will register this?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, the previous slide.
சார் அதே
So-
மாதிரி மதுரை மல்லிகை கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க சார்
Irukku, madam.
இருக்கு
Don't confer individual rights. Do not confer individual rights. Not like your patents. Individual cannot go for registering this GI. The association of the people, like suppose Kanjipuram sarees, the weavers association they can do. The garlic means the farmers, the local farmers they can do. Yeah, that is it. Next, this is the logo of Indian Geographical. Next. Why GA has to be protected? Denote quality and origin of products, and good reputation will come and prevent goods from becoming a generic one also. Next. So I'll finish it, sir. Quickly, just 5 minutes. Legal protection you will get, and the legal producers and farmers get benefited. You can enhance the rural development and reduces unfair trade practices also, and it preserves local culture and resources. Next. And these are the procedures that you how to apply, and you can just contact the Indian Patent Office. This Chennai, it is there. You can get all the information. Otherwise, also in the website Indian Patent Office, just Google it, you will get all the information. Terms of protection, you asked them, madam, like for GI, they are giving unlimited period. Renewal after every 10 years you have to do. That fees it will be there, that fees you have to pay. And GA cannot be used for mortgages and licenses, unlike your patent. If your patent is granted, then you can go for mortgages also. But GA cannot be. Next. And these are the India's famous GAs. Okay. Next. And this is your Madurai Malligai, Nilgiri tea, Sirumalai banana in Dindigul. Sirumalai in one area, that banana and the Coimbatore wet grinder, so many things. More than 40 products already registered. Next. This is about the Kodaikanal Malaipundu. Garlic. Okay. And this is recently 2019 with the help of Department of Biotechnology, Mother Teresa University, and the TNSCST, Tamil Nadu Science and Technology. So they have helped and to get this GI tag. Next. Because they have next. Quickly, because they have a previous one. The literatures, like some 100 years before also, they have mentioned about this garlic. What is the quality? It's having a unique bioactive molecule in that one, and it's having some therapeutic value, all those things. Compared to other garlic from other places, okay. And they supported all the documents they have submitted. Next. And even the harvesting also, after harvest, the post-harvest technology, how to store it. So all those things are unique characteristics. Okay, next. The cultivation, of course, the terrace farming cultivation. So everything is unique in nature. So they are easily submitted and they have got GI registered. Next. And thereby, you can see here compared to the one study has reported that among the 8 varieties, the Kodaikanal Malaipundu comes as a grade 1. And also the cost is also more per kg. 170 to 220 rupees per kilo. Next. And traditional knowledge generally it is a non-patentable. Okay. And if you are doing any value addition to that, or you are isolating any bioactive compound from that, that compound is having some therapeutic value, you are making a product, then you will get. As such, like a neem tree or turmeric, as such you cannot get a patent. Next. And Plants Variety and Farmers Act also comes under this IP, and here you can protect your plant varieties, you can register under this PPVR and FR Act. Plant Protection Varieties and the Farmers Act. Okay, you cannot get a patent for these plant varieties. The seed seed varieties hybrid seeds and all. So that seeds they can register under the PPV and AFR, Farmers Act, but they cannot get a patent for that. Next, I think you might have heard this news. Lay's, the potato they have developed by this PepsiCo company, and they are given to the seeds to the farmers in Gujarat, and these farmers they are given to their friends also, and as per the agreement they should not give to others. And this PepsiCo company next they have filed a case against the farmers, and each farmers they have to pay more than ₹1 crore. Then many NGOs and governments they supported, and they filed. Then they argued with these people, and finally what happened? This seed they got a patent in US, PepsiCo company, and as per our Plant Varieties Protection Act, like in the Farmers Act, that infringement will not be acceptable in Indian Act. Okay, so with that argument they have finally they revoked. Yeah, so December I think 2021 I think the case was finally came December 4, 2021. The certificate of registration is hereby revoked with immediate effect. So the farmers they are very happy, and yeah, that they are, after that they told that they are going to amendment also the Plant Protection Varieties and Farmers Act because of this case. Okay, I think we can stop it. Otherwise, now we can go for like any questions or queries from your side, because the time is not there. You can discuss.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Very good. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Please.
Institution, if you wanted to go for, can we go for this trademark or ISOC? Trademark, institution logo.
Logo trademark you can do.
We can do it.
Yeah. Trademark you can do. If it is a unique one.
Organic products manufacturing component.
Yeah.
For example, I'm doing a pesticide or fertilizer, an organic pesticide or fertilizer. அதோட ஃபார்முலா வந்து நான் ஒரு ஃபார்முலா பண்ணுறேன். இட் இஸ் ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆர்கானிக் பெஸ்டிசைட் ஃபர்டிலைசர் இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இட் இஸ் ஆல்ரெடி நோன். தேர் ஆர் மெனி ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் இன் த மார்க்கெட். ஆனால் என்னோட ஃபார்முலா டிஃப்ரெண்ட்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஐ யூஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வேர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆல் தட். அதுக்கு நான்
Yeah, it is called as a product.
Yeah, because I have a company at the college.
No, okay. No, what I am asking, like
product,
it's a product.
It's a product.
So if your product, you have to clearly mention that the invention and the novel and the inventive step, everything. Because the product is already available also.
Product is available, but the ingredients are totally different.
Yeah, in that case you can go. And
Formula is
that
totally
making,
different.
formula also is different, and making that some steps will be there, no? The procedures,
Yes.
protocols. So that also there your invention will be there. And what is the use?
My
Exist?
invention is
No,
the
no,
ingredients.
that's what. Already existed in the market also one product.
Yes.
Now you also prepared one. So you have to show the advantages also. Clearly you have to mention in the drafting. Then you will get. Otherwise the same thing, here also you are getting the same yield, here also you are getting the same yield. Or the cost wise also yours is superior. Something like that you have to
I can
differentiate.
say, for example, I can say that the production is more or the quality is more compared to the.
Yeah, like that you have to
I can say,
differentiate.
but how do they do it?
That is, you have to
How
already
do
you
I
have,
substantiate?
how
What is
how
the
you have
supporting
to,
documents?
yeah, but that you have to give all the document, like the results.
I can give the photographs.
Yeah.
The production place. Where
Otherwise, what will happen if your patent is granted? Many people they will go for proving that one. If it is not there, then they will put a post-grant opposition also. For patent, pre-grant opposition, post-grant opposition is there. Once you have filed your patent, the patent will be published. Then after that, immediately people will be there, notifying and seeing all those things. If you are not competent to support that or proving it, then people will object. That is pre-grant opposition. Once your patent is granted also, within 12 months, the date of grant, the post-grant opposition also is there. If you are not able to satisfy or prove it, then your patent will be revoked. So, அதுக்காக நம்ம பண்ணும்போதே we have to give a all the documents, data and photographs are all those things. Once if you are satisfied, then you can go for filing the patent. Easily people will come to know, madam. Don't think that how they will.
No, for example, so we call the market like that. But that is suitable for few skins. These would come with maternal allergy and that is not patent. So the people who are affected by the food, they cannot claim.
Is there, but
The way they use
no, but all the people they are not getting allergy to know. If suppose that product, because of that product, everybody is getting problem, then the patent will be revoked. That will be revoked. Any other?
So a website can be patent. We can create a website on purpose. that-
Copyright. Any other questions? Sir, உங்களுக்கு எதுவும் இல்லையா?
Sir, can we get a patent for journal articles?
Patent. Copyright or ISO.
இப்போ நிறைய பேர் வாங்கிட்டு
எதுக்கு?
journal articles publish
If it is any product or a process, then we will get a patent. இந்த மாதிரி copyright. Any other questions?
So the chemical reaction with the food and chemicals that is used there, for example the catalyst or the medium that is used there, we just changing it into an organic medium, hazardous medium or a green solvent or something. So but the product is same. Another person does it by a chemical component and I do it by a green solvent.
There you have to clearly mention that in advantages with compare with the previous one. What are the advantages? Like whether any cost involved reduced or time is involved is reduced. Like that we have to show. Then it is possible. Yeah, like that. The process also. Okay, madam. Product is same, no problem. But because of my invention, because of my process, okay. So these are the advantages we will get over this previously. அதான் மேடம் அதில் இருக்கிற மாதிரிங்க இருக்கக்கூடாது. You have to show a different, but not mere changing the shape or color or all those things. But some invention should be there. Once if invention is there,
There should be an impact of that.
yeah, that novelty should be there. Without novelty, they will not give any credit. தப்பா எழுதிருப்பாரு. புக்குக்கு யார் பேட்டன்? Whether it is an Indian patent or what? I am not aware, but I can ask friends also. It's not possible. புக்குக்கு கிடையாது. இதுவரைக்கும் எனக்கு என்னுடைய நாலேஜ் தெரிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு எனக்கு கிடையாது. ஏன்னா recently means when it's இல்லை வாட் இஸ் த யூஸ் அது பேட்டன் புக்கை பேட்டன் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ண போகிறாங்க? நம்ம காப்பிரைட் ஆக்டில் சார் நம்ம இந்தியன் காப்பிரைட் ஆக்ட் உங்களுக்கு இன்னொரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் ஸ்டோரி மேட் ஆஃப் ஹர்ட் த சை ஹப்னு ஒன்று இருக்கும் இல்லைங்களா? பைரேட்டட் பேப்பர்ஸ் சைஹப் இப்போ ஒரு இஷ்யூ வந்தது இல்லைங்களா? யூ நோ தட் த பப்ளிஷர்ஸ் லைக் எல்சிவஸ் ஸ்ப்ரிங்கர் அண்ட் ஆல் if you want to download an article you have to pay more than $20 $30. But because of this site and we are pirated all the articles we are downloading, we are able to download
Most of it.
okay. So they filed a case against this site, the publishers, so called what that fellows, they filed a case and last 2-3 months only that court has given order to site like you can do it. So because in Indian Copyright Act they have mentioned that if you are using it for any educational purposes, that it is a permitter. In that way we can use it. So if we are patented the book means then nobody use.
Actually for books we will be having copyrights. So only for the products or ideas we will be going to
Forward பண்ணுங்க madam, I check
So
it.
those things are purely business oriented
oriented.
and they are forgery. Most of it are forgery kind
No,
of.
no, I'm not asking the forgery of the what, whether it is applicable for books or not. Like, this is my
It
knowledge.
is not applicable and moreover
Product
these
and
are
process
not-
also.
Process.
Process also. Suppose
Many have lost their money
you are making a
and
product and the process can be also.
I'm asking you about
Suppose if you are
whether it is
isolating some
applicable for book or not.
it is
organism.
not at all applicable.
So the organism cannot be patented because it is already existing in nature. So the process, how to identify or how to isolate that organism, the process can be patented. So patent is the two kinds. One is a product patent and another one is a process patent. Yeah, I'll give my card and. Sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that